The 3 a.m. ego. Why your brain lies to you. It's 3 a.m. The room is silent. The world is asleep. But inside your mind, an emergency meeting has just begun. Suddenly, that awkward conversation from 3 years ago feels life-changing. That unfinished task starts looking like proof that you're falling behind. One mistake convinces you your future is already ruined. At 3 a.m., everything feels bigger than it really is. But here's the truth. The version of you lying awake at 3 a.m. is not seeing reality clearly. It's seeing reality through exhaustion. Tonight, let's talk about the night brain and why your mind creates problems that seem terrifying in the dark but almost disappear in the morning. Imagine your brain as a large office building. During the day, the manager is working. This manager is your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, planning, perspective, and good decision-making. He's the one who calmly says, "Relax. They're probably just busy." One mistake doesn't define your future. You can solve this tomorrow. But late at night, something changes. The manager clocks out, his office lights go off, and the only employee still awake is the security guard. The security guard is your amygdala. Its job isn't to make you happy. Its job is to keep you alive. It constantly scans for danger. Normally, the manager checks the alarms before anyone panics. But at 3 a.m., there's no manager, only the guard. So every shadow looks like a threat. Every uncertainty becomes a disaster. Every unanswered question becomes proof that something is terribly wrong. Your brain isn't trying to ruin your night. It's trying to protect you. It's just doing its job without anyone supervising it. Now imagine walking through a massive library in complete darkness. You have only one small candle. You can barely see the shelves. You notice titles like, "Every Mistake I've Ever Made," "Why I'm Not Good Enough," "Everything That Could Go Wrong Next Year." Those are the only books your candle seems to find. What you don't notice are the shelves beside them. The books called "Problems I've Already Solved," "People Who Actually Care About Me," "Evidence That Things Usually Work Out." The solutions are still there. You just can't see them in the dark. That's what overthinking at 3 a.m. does. It doesn't solve problems. It edits reality, it removes context, it hides perspective, and it leaves you alone with fear. So, how do you stop the night brain from taking control? First, name the glitch. When the spiral begins, don't argue with every thought. Simply say, "This is 3 a.m. logic." That simple sentence creates distance. Instead of becoming your thoughts, you become the person observing them. And sometimes that's enough to stop the spiral. Second, use the morning list. Keep a notebook beside your bed. Whenever your brain insists you've discovered the biggest problem of your life, write it down. Then make one promise. "I'll deal with this tomorrow morning." That's it. No solving, no researching, no doom scrolling. Just write it down. Because something incredible usually happens. When the sun comes up, when you've slept, when the manager is back in the office, you'll read the same words and think, "Why was I so worried about this?" Most midnight emergencies never survive daylight. Here's something worth remembering. Your brain evolved to detect danger, not happiness. Thousands of years ago, assuming the bushes hid a predator kept our ancestors alive. Today, that same survival system mistakes unanswered emails, awkward texts, and uncertain futures for life-threatening emergencies. The software is ancient. The problems are modern. So the next time you're staring at the ceiling, heart racing, mind spinning, remember this. You are not seeing your life at its clearest. You're seeing it through fatigue, darkness, and a brain that's trying a little too hard to protect you. Don't make life-changing decisions at 3 a.m. Don't believe every story your exhausted mind tells you. Go back to sleep. Morning doesn't magically solve every problem, but it usually gives you back the perspective you lost in the dark. Because by sunrise, the manager is back. And the security guard can finally take a break. If you've ever had a 3 a.m. crisis that completely disappeared after a good night's sleep, tell us about it in the comments. You might remind someone else that they're not losing their mind. They're just listening to the night brain.